Shall we do an intro and?
Yeah, we should. Okay.
Oh, nice to see you after 1 year. Let's do an intro.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Oscars
Are
making
people
uncontrollably
fat?
because
Fat phobia
exists.
universally.
I do think this is
A great place to start. We finally made it.
finally.
It's been a year. It's episode number
14?
14 or 15. It's episode number 15. A lot of things have happened. For example, the set is completely different now, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Alex has moved.
I moved on. Yeah, I now live in a different part of town.
Yeah.
With a view of a landmark building of this town.
Hallmarked.
Hallmarked
The
building.
Hallmarked building. I have also moved, but you won't be able to tell that from this footage. Now we finally start this episode, and before we start the episode, I wanted to talk to you about the Oscars. I actually wanted to record an episode for the Oscars. Didn't turn out to work out.
Yeah.
So we did meet for the Oscars and we watched it together.
Yeah.
And there's some footage which we'll show you soon. But first, can you just talk about a little bit about the predictions we had and what we got wrong. But I must say we did quite well. Some of the things we guessed were completely wrong, but all in all we got a lot of things right.
Yeah, they were kind of predictable this year.
You got even got the best actress, even though I think Michelle Yeoh from Everything Everywhere, starring as a lead actress in Everything Everywhere All at Once, she won the best actress Oscar. Now, having seen what Cate Blanchett did, I must say that Cate Blanchett deserved more.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I think that come to the ranking of the top films of 2022 later on, so I won't say anything about that, but I was all in all very glad that Everything Everywhere All at Once won that many awards as they won.
Yeah, that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of best actress or best acting person category, I was also very pleased with the male winner.
Yeah. Male winner.
Male winner.
Yeah. The female winner was
A bit underdeveloped.
yeah. I'm not transphobic. I'm just saying it's a work in progress.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
But you mean Brendan Fraser, right?
Yeah. Random Fraser.
I still remember him from films as Judge of the Jungle. I was a big Judge of the Jungle fan back then.
Yeah.
I wonder if we still have the VHS somewhere, but probably not. We did have it though, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah. I haven't seen it since then, so it's 15 years ago I saw it. No wait, hold on.
What?
25 years ago. That's what I meant.
98?
98. Yeah, I think it was 98 or 97.
Really? It wasn't the one we lived in England?
England.
When we watched it?
Yeah, England.
And Mummy? Didn't we watch that in England too? Didn't it come
Yeah,
after
I
the
think-
Mummy?
It came before Mummy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mummy and Puppy, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mum and my dad.
Me mum. Yeah, so you were happy with Brendan Fraser. I was too. Yeah. And this is also a year where I watched most of the nominees. Well, not most, but
A substantial
More
amount.
more than in a long time, I have to say. I think 2020 I watched a lot of them as well. But I really tried to keep up with the
Joneses.
Joneses.
Yeah, they watch all of them.
The grass is always greener on the other side. Neighbors with a new car that you want to drive.
Time's running out. You want to stay.
Staying alive by the Bee Gees.
Stay to die. You want to stay to die.
Yeah, and there was apart from maybe best picture and best actress, I think they got it right. Oh well, I guess a film that won a bunch of Oscars was All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
And some of them, I don't know if they really deserve. I do think they deserve score, and I also do think they deserved cinematography. And best foreign film is something I can definitely accept as well. The film which I would have preferred, which I saw of those bunch, wasn't even nominated. So
Which one was it?
Decision to Leave.
By?
What? It's a South Korean film. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We'll show you some of the footage right now. Enjoy. Live reaction to supporting actor category. Both picked Ke Huy Quan. Oh, how do you say his name?
Unbelievable.
Ke Huy Quan, lamest speech so far. Okay, prediction, reaction, supporting actress, Angela Bassett versus Jamie Lee Curtis.
First nomination, first win.
New star, first film in her life. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. She's never been in a film before.
Died.
Lamest speech so far, still Ke Huy Quan. Do you agree? Disagree?
Ke Huy Quan.
Reactions to best cinematography. All Quiet.
Deutschland!
Both guessed All Quiet. All Quiet.
Quiet.
Live reaction to winner of best international film. All Quiet. Lamest speech contender. Best costume design for All Quiet.
Quiet.
Reaction to best
Original screenplay.
original screenplay. Yeah, of course. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Okay. Oh.
That was exciting.
Live reaction to best original screenplay. I adopted. Women Talking can also win. We both said All Quiet. Women Talking.
We're talking upset. As an upset.
Well, live reaction to editing.
Goes to everything.
That's what we picked. One. Okay. I'm 14.
Here with you. To the cast.
Contender for lamest speech. Speech. Live reaction to best director.
Everything.
Schwab.
Daniel is really pushing it with the acceptance speech. Tolerance level.
Speech.
Pushing it. Yeah, okay, come, fuck off.
Okay.
Live reaction to best actor. Live reaction. We both picked Brendan Fraser, but I have a feeling it could be Butler. Come on, I was just thinking a little while. Good guys, good guy.
Oscar goes to Brendan Fraser.
Hey! One.
Hello.
This is live reaction to
Best
best
actress in a
actress
leading role.
and the reaction to Michelle Yeoh says a lot, which means that Alex might be getting this point and not me, because I'm saying Kate
Blanchett.
And the Oscar goes to Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh.
Thank you.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Winners really pushing it with the speeches. Really pushing the
Speeches.
boundaries of the tolerable.
Yeah.
Live reaction. This first time with a hat. Last category. Best picture. Bro. What it'll be. Bye.
Speeches.
Speeches. Bye.
Oscar goes to everything.
Yes. It's the right. It was the right choice. It was the right choice.
Well done. Everything.
Well done.
I'm gonna hear a long speech again.
Yes. Worst speech, still, in my opinion, was Ke Huy Quan. Hopefully say his name correctly. And grotesquely awful have been almost every single one of them.
Grotesquely awful.
Yeah, I thought they were really fucking annoying. Really annoying and self-indulgent. I'm becoming emotional in the wrong direction. I should be happy now. If I won best
Picture.
picture, I just go in front and say, "Thank you, Jesus."
Above all, God, I would just say.
Thanks very much, man. See you around.
Thank you, Ned. And I would keep going until they turn the microphone off.
You said enough, fucking drama queen.
faith in our stories.
The world is moving at the rate of milliseconds, Steve.
Have a great night, guys.
Oh, Jimmy Pimmel say something. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel did all right, if I may say so, but it was super unspectacular.
Yeah.
He's not that funny.
Highlight?
I did laugh. I did laugh some.
Highlight were David Byrne's long fingers.
And that was not that much of a highlight either. Well, the highlight was Everything Everywhere,
All at once.
deserving to win every single thing they won. I can't say anything about the best actress.
Jimmy Kimmel has definitely been milking the incident of last year. It was just the same number of years without incident.
Really?
And won.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you done Tonight? No, wait. What was it called? Is it Tonight Show? No.
That's Jimmy Fallon.
That's Jimmy Fallon. What does he do? Late Night? No, wait.
Jimmy Kimmel Show? What is Jimmy Kimmel's show called?
Jimmy Kimmel Live. According to Wikipedia, contrary to its name, Jimmy Kimmel Live has not aired live editions regularly since 2004.
Thanks. Thank you, good night.
Good night.
And we're back.
That was quite a blast. Before we discontinue.
Before we continue, I wanted to tell you my favorite pictures of last year, so that you can have something to watch if you haven't seen it already. I'm going to start with 5, and then I'm going to go up to 1. Makes sense?
Shall we do our,
before we do that,
our traditional
the
beverage?
beer for this episode.
This episode is sponsored by... No, it isn't.
It's not. Should be though.
Yeah.
Okay. Beer we have in this episode. Whoa.
It's
It's
wacky.
one of my current faves. Tegen sehr hell. Yeah.
Tiggy, as some people currently say.
Augustina Hell used to be one of my favorite beers because I really got into the taste of it for a while. But I think I prefer this way more now. I think Augustina Hell is kind of a little bit...
hand tuck for my handy.
It's a little bit too... How do you say?
Bland?
No, not bland. It just doesn't hold up to the other Hellas which we have.
Yeah, I've already told you about the hatred for Spaden in one episode, right?
Spaden? Spaten.
Yeah.
Dass die kein Spaten in Atem wegen. Okay, what now?
Jize.
Jize. I'm putting it here. Oh. Okay. And without further ado, Alex, you can jump in if you have some favorites of your own. But I just want to get these out for the ever hungry film fanatics who are
Basically
ravaging in our fan base.
Yeah. We also have a big Jewish fan base, as we
We
already
have
mentioned.
all ethnicities, all genders, all colors of the sky,
Skyn.
and number 5. Number 5 was actually an animated film, which was kind of animated, kind of not. It's a rotoscoped film, if you know what that means. It means that they drew after the actual footage. They filmed somebody and then they drew after.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Every frame or?
Yeah, the whole fucking film. Yeah.
So they just didn't it could have probably done AI shit. To
Yeah, but they chose rotoscoping. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. It's called Apollo 10.5: A Space-Age Childhood, and it's I think Jack Black narrates the life of this guy. It basically is just a film which deals with, look, this was the 60s and 70s. This is how it was. This is the TV shows we watched. This is the music we listened to. This is the toys we had to play with. It's an exercise in ultimate nostalgia, but it was real. I was really immersed with when watching the film because it really seemed very interesting to me. Yeah,
Interesting.
It's a kind of a world you didn't experience, but kind of feel nostalgic about, even though you
Yeah.
never really saw it. You know.
Yeah, I think this is a bit the curse of being born when we're born. We have been fed two visions of the world. Like
We?
we went through like
You maybe.
everything was an analog and Puppi and Schlacki. Well, then everything became
everywhere all at once.
you.
Yeah.
But
Everything became what?
well, the way you thought the world worked kind of changed. Like
Yeah.
like now you rely very much that everything is done like via the internet.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And I guess that's possibly also a reason why this one works so well with me. I recommend it to you as well. It's on Netflix. It's by Richard Linklater.
Linkletter.
He made the Boyhood film and the Before Sunrise Sunset Midnight trilogy, and School of Cock.
Whoa, that's the better version.
I love
of
cock and
School.
balls. No wait, School of Rock. That's what I meant. I misgendered. I spoke. I mean,
Which whose song did they want to use? And Jack Black made this announcement on MTV, or where was it?
Led Zeppelin. I
Led
think it
Zeppelin.
was Led Zeppelin. Yeah. We don't let anybody use it. Please, the Godfathers of rock. Yeah.
Well, I think Donald Duck is Godfather of Rock.
Yeah. Number 4. Decision to Leave by, if I pronounce his name correctly. Otherwise, the name will completely. If I could say fuck, then here's.
What's his
His real name is. What's his name is real. What's his? Okay. What's his? And that's a super interesting film. I really enjoyed going to the cinema watching it. It's a mix of Vertigo by Hitchcock and In the Mood for Love. You know that film? It's a Chinese film. Kind of a slow burner, but it's it has this unique love story, which isn't one. I won't say too much because it's actually going to be a spoiler if I say too much about the In the Mood for Love film as well, because it is. If I say what's special about it, then you're gonna understand what's
Similar
special
twist,
about. No, more of the romance aspect. You know, Vertigo was more like a film about obsession. This one was a film about love in the same vein. Have you seen Vertigo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched it together.
Yeah. Okay, we did. Okay. Yeah, okay. I've seen it a couple of times. So back off, okay? Yeah, definitely. The ending of the film is also very. Yeah, well, you don't know how to feel afterwards. Enough said. Number 3, and I wish this would be even higher. I really want to rewatch this one. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, the animated film Puss in Boots by DreamWorks. I told you about this. I saw them on birthday.
With Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek. It's amazing. It was so funny. And
Wasn't there already a film about?
yeah, Puss in Boots 1. Yeah, it came out 2013 or 11 or something like that.
Yeah. He's a Shrek 2 character, right?
He's definitely a Shrek character. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the best Shrek related film I've ever seen. Some people say, "Oh yeah, Shrek 2 is also a masterpiece." No, it's not. Well, in my opinion, it's not. And Shrek 1 also kind of weak. It's okay.
I think. Oh, I prefer Shrek 2 over Shrek 1.
I need to see maybe Shrek 2 again, but
I think
I definitely don't remember. it being
CGI
okay.
improved significantly
That's not
between
so.
the two.
That's not so important to me.
And made the comical and hilarious looking things that they tried also in the first one look better.
Yeah.
Because many things look really weird in the especially like water flowing or whatever on these soldiers moving, and it was kind of like rudimentary to our
2 hour.
to our eyes.
2 hours of ice. Okay. Yeah.
After
But,
after workout, 2 hours
Some
ice.
things they don't need to look perfect, you know. Something just age, and that's a style. Then you have to appreciate it, or maybe you can't, but it's up to you basically to see the film for what it is. You can say this distracts me too much, and therefore I can't watch it. Sorry.
Hello, sorry, I'm Alex.
And yeah, it's not so bad.
Not so bad.
But yeah, it can distract a little bit. You're right. Number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It used to be my number 1, definite number 1. At least when we watched the Oscars. That's why I was so happy for them for it winning so many awards. It's if you haven't already seen it, which you probably have, it's a one-of-a-kind film, in my opinion. I've never seen a film like it before, and the way it works and the way it deals with the topic it deals with is very and extremely entertaining to me. It's basically a psychedelic tale of family drama in a way, and the editing is beyond great. I think that's the thing that really amazes me the most. The humor in it. It's a lot of kind of poop and diarrhea jokes, but and penis jokes and stuff like that. But that's on my level of humor, definitely. But it's surprisingly deep as well. It's like it mixes all kinds of genres. It's like action film, comedy, drama, and then some kind of dystopia with the alternative universes and stuff like that. It's a film about alternative universes in a way.
Parallel universes.
Yeah, parallel universes, not alternative universes. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, amazing film. And number 1, and we watched the trailer during the Oscar night. Kate Blanchett's film, Todd Field, Tar.
Zeit. Basically, that's what we got from the film. Oscars.
But the trailer looked really nice. I was really, oh my god, I need to see this. And I'll tell you this. And lots of the footage in the trailer was not in the film. So I guess there is some kind of a longer version of it somewhere. I don't care if it ever comes out because the way they made it.
Yeah.
I've heard people specifically point out that where's the footage we saw in the trailers, and I just say the director has a vision, and the editor, of course, they show us what they want us to see.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah?
So if they use unused footage in the trailer, let them. Okay.
Let them.
It's better than spoiling the film in the trailer.
Yeah, like
Trailer.
Castaway.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it already, then spoiler. Just
Don't watch
skip
the trailer.
a couple of seconds. They show in the trailer that he leaves the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. Tar. It's
Well,
like
and in the 70s and the 80s trailers were also...
some of them were really cool.
Yeah,
Have you
but
seen the
many
Rope
of them were
trailer?
like, this is what happens, and in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end they solve
Yeah.
it. So come and watch.
Do you know the film Rope by Hitchcock?
The one that was one shot.
Yeah, the one shot. The trailer is basically a prequel to the film. They show what happens before. So the actor who dies in the beginning, right at the beginning of the film, his most active contribution is in the trailer. Actually, the only thing he does in the film is and then lie around for a couple of hours.
Yeah, but he's not visible.
No, it's not.
Probably not laying around there.
Yeah.
You have to stay.
Hitchcock said, "It's either he stays there or we don't make the film at all." So
And then he goes to who played Steven Spielberg's mom in the Stumpfladens?
Michelle Williams. Steven Spielberg's mother.
Yeah.
In The Fabelmans.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams.
And he goes to Michelle Williams, and says, "That's not how my mommy said it."
That was actually funny. Concerning the Oscar awards, Jimmy Kimmel was a weak host, but he made a couple of good jokes. That one.
But sometimes they were really like a bit like due to the rarity and like
absurdity.
Absurdity really a bit like who?
Yeah.
We were kind of caught off guard with these jokes like
Yeah.
no he didn't.
No, he didn't. Yeah. But yeah, Tar is my favorite film of the last year so far. I've not seen After Sun, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. And that's supposed to be great as well. Some honorable mentions. The Banshees of Inisherin.
I haven't seen that. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it in the cinema. With Dennis, actually.
Is it hard to understand the Irish?
Little. But we watched it with subtitles.
German or?
I think it was German, yeah. But you did understand most of it. But some words, yeah. It was helpful to have subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a film about friendship and loss of friendship. And kind of a bittersweet film. And has a lot of symbolism concerning the history of Ireland as well. So take that in mind when you go watch it. It's still on Disney Plus, I think, so you can watch it there. Still on it. I think it's going to stay there. I think they have a deal with them or something.
If I only could make a deal with Disney
Plus. Yeah. And another honorable mention is Babylon by Damien Chazelle.
Babylon.
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 Who made Whiplash and La La Land. Whiplash I recently rewatched again as well, by the way.
Whoa.
Great filmmaking. Kind of, I don't know. We talked about stuff that catch you off guard and irritate you in films, and we talked about the effects and stuff like that. And this film is a film about Hollywood, and they made lots of homages to past films, and specifically they made 2 homages to homages Simpsons to Boogie Nights by Paul Thomas Anderson. And I love Boogie Nights by Paul Thomas Anderson. And yeah, it was kind of like, okay, we're gonna take this scene and then we're gonna take another scene of the film. I don't know. It bothered me a little. I don't know why, really. I understand why he did it, but I don't understand why he picked 2 inspirations from the same film, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But all in all, it was remarkably made. The soundtrack also super nice. Acting perfect. Oh, well, not perfect, but great. Excellent. Fantastic.
Better than great.
Better than great. Good. Good. Yeah. And also I want to shout out All Quiet on the Western Front and Triangle of Sadness.
Then open the window and do it.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Triangle of Sadness.
Now that's a schwacky.
Yeah. Big winners last year. The Palme d'Or in Cannes. Triangle of Sadness won that. And All Quiet won loads of Oscars. Was nominated, I think, for the most as well. It was also up for debate if it was going to win the top prize, best picture Oscar. Yeah, which it shouldn't have won. But the cinematography and soundtrack also super fucking good in All Quiet on the Western Front. There's this one shot where the train comes towards you on the tracks. One of my favorite shots of last year. I sound like I have a list of shots which were amazing from last year, but I don't. I just know that I like that one.
Yeah. I've only seen the 1990s TV version or 80s TV version of this film.
Oh, yeah. There's another one of it, the original one
from the
From
50s
the-
or something.
the 30s, I think.
Yeah, maybe even that. Yeah.
Okay, well, we come to the main topic now, right? And that is
Topic of the day.
prejudices. We're gonna talk about prejudices because we've been noticing lately that Alex has lots of them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so should I pick one of yours first?
Sure.
Sure
Yeah,
thing.
better.
Okay, this one interests me. The woke people thing. You said. Should I read what you wrote?
Like woke and like socialists also have, I feel like a similar prejudice too. Yeah.
Okay, so woke people / socialist, and then an arrow that points to conspirational.
Conspiratorial.
Conspirational. It says. Conspiratorial. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Conspirational.
Conspirational.
Yeah. Like. It's. I have never understood how you can be so committed to these two worldviews without thinking that something very simple explains everything bad in the world. And this is like for me like very like conspiratorial thinking. Like capitalism, like and what is it? Or the patriarchy. I don't know. Like
Okay. So you mean
like and if you wanted like details and then it's like just like very many things that you could kind of call patriarchy or something, for example, but they have no like real common thread, so it's kind of just like, well, this is a kind of gendered issue and it affects women negatively or whatever, so we'll call this thing also part of patriarchy and not really motivated further than anything.
Interesting.
But they try to like always say, it's the patriarchy that don't follow everything, or socialism, like capitalism.
Yeah.
And
I recently saw a podcast by these comedians. It's called The Boys Podcast, I think. Boys Cast.
boys are casting down.
They are kind of they're like anti woke comedians.
Oh, okay.
And they always make fun of the woke people, and of the woke people.
A person of woke.
A person of woke, and they read this BuzzFeed list about toxic femininity, and then they listed up all these stuff. I don't remember what it all said, what it was all about, but it was about toxic femininity. And then in the comments, loads of comments by so-called feminists, they self-proclaimed feminists. Actually, none of this counts because we are all living under the patriarchy, and that's why everything that happens under this umbrella cannot be our fault or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, whoa, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's this kind of like that. They by putting it all in this one umbrella term, they can kind of think they can argue this way, but the way when you try to ask how this is like this systemic thing that can be like traced to like some common source or however, which I would like think you'd have to be able to do to like say, well, because we live under this, we have this kind of tumor in our society and everything like infected. To be able to make that kind of statement, you also have to kind of bring everything back to some like logically also to this tumor, and just call it, oh, this is a tumor, this is part of this tumor, this is also this tumor. Like if a doctor said, well, did you sneeze a lot? Yeah, well, it's probably also your cancer. Headache? Yeah, cancer.
Cockache?
Cancer.
Prostate cancer? Oh, it's a cancer.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting that you chose the word conspirational.
Conspirational.
Yeah.
Because I do think it's very smart, so that's why I call it conspirational.
But conspi.
Yeah, like constipated.
Yeah.
Like conspi. Yeah. You know, and anyway, I don't care about these opinions. If you can't beat me up in the ring, then I don't care about your opinions. Tough man talk.
Are you talking to Ben for Shrimpo?
Benathin for Shrimpo. First, First open Trans Am.
Open. Just open the hood here.
Yeah.
Where the hood at? Ben for Shrimpo. Interesting still that you use the conspiratorial umbrella, like this is some kind of tune or something like that. He said, okay, woke people, conspiratorial. Socialist, conspiratorial.
Yeah.
Don't you see the pattern?
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing. Owned.
Yeah, poof.
To the gulags.
To the gulags.
Tura gulags. Okay. Tura gulags.
So, you want to add anything to that one? That topic?
Well,
Screw Flanders.
Screw Flanders. Joey. I would like to ask you about what do you have against beautiful people?
I wrote this down not because I have anything against beautiful people. Most of these things on that list,
Or implicit bias, or
yeah, I've got a bias.
but yeah.
Most of these things I know I'm doing and I'm trying to work on not do, but sometimes they turn out to be true in a situation, and then I think, okay, well then it's all of them.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, exactly. But beautiful people, not that's I use it as also as an umbrella term for this thing, but I mostly mean people like who are beautiful and know it, and then use this to their advantage. In school, in a bar, in
The school bar. At the bar, when you want to become a lawyer, you have to pass a bar. You have to take
in all kinds of social
settings.
daily situations. Yeah. And what I usually do is I say, okay, this person is not going to be like that, and then they do very obviously. Not all of them, of course, but sometimes they do then very obviously use their attractiveness privilege or whatever to get something for them, for their own sake. And I guess they can do it as well. I don't really see the problem in it, you know.
Well, in a way, we all do it without without knowing it.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like a bit question the ethics of doing something when you know you're just doing it. When you know that it's a rigged system, so to say, and you're using it to your advantage anyway. Yeah, but often people argue along the lines of something like, well, we all are also like discriminated against in some way. So
By some whites?
mainly.
Mainly.
Mainly it's Chinese, but
Mainly is Chinese, yeah. He's the unmain guy.
yeah, he's like the one standing out.
Yeah.
His eyes are not like this, they're like this. No.
Yeah. But also when I'm, when I used to date, If I used to date, or in a situation where I thought maybe there could be a possibility of some form of romance, I made it rule to not, for example, when you're standing in line to go into a club, and somebody is coming like, you think you can let me in front of you or something like that. Okay. No, you can stand behind me and wait, like the rest of us here, and stuff like that. That's those kind of situations. And then I thought, okay, of course, this person did this. Usually it's, of course, women, because I don't see the beautiful males. You know. Well, I've actually seen a situation where a guy did that kind of move, but usually I don't notice because I don't see it.
Well,
I
I think men also don't have to use that card so often.
Yeah, possibly not. Yeah, it was at the Rheinkultur Festival in Bonn. There was this beer stand which was completely full. I was standing there for like half an hour, and then this guy came and said to the barkeeper woman, "Hey, you're cute. Would you give me a beer?" And she was like, "Okay." And he just came from behind and he did that, and I thought, "Fucking hell!" It really annoyed me.
Why didn't you say, "I think you're cute too"?
Yeah, I should have done it. But this was when I was younger, less experienced.
Yeah.
I think it was 2010. A long time ago. Yeah. Shall we carry on?
Corey. Yeah.
The Russians thing here. That one jumped into my eye. Shall I say what you wrote? Russians, and then an arrow. Self-victimhood. Domination. Fetishists. And conspirational.
Also, yeah.
No conspirational here. What do you mean?
Well, ever since the
War?
yeah the full-scale invasion, I've after that point I kind of updated my view of how I view Russians in general, even. Or I become if I have to communicate with a Russian in person, I know I'm going to be a lot more screening if they are have weird
Screaming?
yeah.
Is something wrong with you?
Weird ice screaming. Ooh, ice screaming. No screaming.
No screaming.
Yeah, screening if they are don't think weird shit and feel like a common these two things that explain a lot, especially how Russia operates as a political entity. Russia is that they hey, everyone's against us. I will invade you now.
It's also marketing. It's also marketing in a way.
Yeah, and people, I have the feeling that the only thing they have is that they have nuclear weapons and think they're superpower, and think people, well, then I have to take them seriously what they say. But it's complete bullshit what they say.
Yeah.
And
you can say that about most countries other than Germany.
And I have been...
I'm just kidding, by the way.
I have been pointed out by someone who suffers more directly from this whole situation.
Debacle.
This whole unpleasant situation. Why can't they just stop fighting?
Yeah.
This war must end. Okay, that's many people who grow up in Russia also are fed these weird ideas of that. Yeah, everyone's out to get them, and they have to protect their honor and integrity by making by keeping the territory big and have really good bases for military schlacky-wacky and whatever.
Yeah.
And well, part of why it always stays alive is because they just can't build a functioning political system. They have never made proper democratic system work. Well, yeah, well they're basically thinking in Tsar logic still, Tsar time logic. So I mean,
there are too many oligarchs who stand to lose something. I think there's definitely some kind of when you say that, do you think they are actively trying to make democracy work, or they say, no, we should stay like this because
Yeah, well,
it's
but
us.
yeah, but well, they definitely have stronger skepticism for democratic institutions. Like
Historically, I mean.
Yeah, and like also like public opinion, like about personal freedom and whatever kind of shit, and whether the government should have the right to spy on you or whatever. They are very.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
They're-
you're right.
in those
It's also
respects,
lots of propaganda then.
Yeah.
You know.
they have been enslaved mentally.
They're
They have the woke mind virus has infected them.
So they, in a way, would you say that they are then conspirational?
Who?
Russians.
I didn't write that there.
No, you didn't. But
When I say that, yeah.
What is?
When I say that, yeah. What then?
Hey, would you say that they are conspirational then?
Well, there's definitely to keep such a worldview alive, you have to be conspirational.
Okay. Punks.
Punks. Yeah, I think. What should I take? Yeah. Well, we're going with Smombies.
Smombies.
Yeah. I mean, everyone hates them, but why do you hate them?
Well, most of these things on that list are from my direct day-to-day experiences.
Like they hinder you in your.
I think I've been built up an irrational distaste for people who, I don't know, just look at the telephone.
People of Smomb.
Huh?
People of Smomb.
People of Smomb, yeah. The levels of this. People walking around, just looking at their phone and not looking where they're going. That's a thing where I just say, oh, okay.
Well, that's a public health risk, a public security risk.
In a way, yeah, but it gets worse.
Yeah.
If you change the transportation method, not your feet, but then go up to biking.
Yeah,
That's-
biking is like not dangerous at all for many people. Oh!
Yeah, no, it isn't. And that's when I say something. That's when I say to them, put your phone away. Well, not always. But,
Put your phone down, punk!
that's I do. I do. I do say that.
Gotta go. Joshua! No.
Joshua. That's when I say something. But I've seen people in their cars with looking at their fucking phone while driving, and I would say that's a very clear limit.
Well, that's unacceptable. Like in general, like
the biking thing is unacceptable as well.
yeah, but that's less of a hazard.
It's less of a hazard, yeah.
to others.
It's less of a hazard.
A
but
lot
still-
less.
Huh?
A lot less.
Yeah, but still, it is dangerous.
Yeah, but because many people do it more, like one like any per a person smombing in the car and person smombing in the bike, the risk of these individual people to everyone else is like the worlds apart. Like a car can do a lot more damage than a bike.
Of course, I'm not denying
Yeah,
that.
but there are still a lot more bike smombie people. I
You
would
think
say.
so? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it's,
I think it's kind of a skill also to do that. Well, because you have to actively touch the
penis.
steering handle, right? And
Steering handle.
in the car, you don't have to do that. You can just take both hands off.
Yeah, kind of. But
It's also a skill.
the thing
There's a
around
skill
you,
section.
the scenery around it changes quite rapidly, so it's really hard to like look down the signal. Like it's impossible to me.
Yeah, but many people-
I've done it like
What in the car?
yeah, like
You've done
when
it?
I was
Okay, arrest him. Call the cops. Get the fuck out of here! Told you gonna get cancelled tonight, little boy. Little boy.
cancelled.
Capsuled.
Would you mind if you take a pie break?
Let me, before we do that, elaborate on this social, this zombie thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do have a problem with that, and that's also one of the ones I feel least shame for that one on that thing, because that really annoys me. As I said, there's levels. Living on the Fenlohrstraße in Cologne, that's an eye opener as well. Some of the people who you would think are least dangerous tend to be the ones who get into dangerous situations most, and that's the ones who just walk while looking at. The whole street is packed almost the entire day.
But I think everyone is smumbling around, so I think you're gonna see it most with pedestrians, right?
Of course we're gonna. Yeah, of course, yeah. But still, it needed to be said. Of course, you see most with them, but they bring themselves into dangerous situations. That's the main difference to the car thing, because if a vehicle operator is a smartphone zombie, he brings other people into danger. If a pedestrian is a smartphone zombie, he brings himself into danger, and nobody wants to be somebody who kills a pedestrian because he's a smartphone zombie. Well, maybe that. I'm not saying no way. Yeah, as I said, they think also. The prejudice I have with them is that I think that they say, okay, somebody's gonna watch out for me. The pedestrians. It's different with these different kinds of vehicles.
Yeah, I just think it's one of these phenomena of, well, how often do you get into a car accident because you into a traffic accident when you walk? Never. So they don't have no conception of how dangerous it is to just walk around over the street and not looking.
Yeah.
Or you run into someone by accident or something.
That happened. That has happened to me only once. But also on Fenlohrstraße. But I was walking down. Okay, I have actually, if I'm being completely honest, it would have happened more often if I wouldn't have been so careful myself. And I don't walk like that down the Fenlohrstraße. Full disclosure, I have walked down a street somewhere looking at my phone, trying to look at Google Maps, for example, or picking the next song, or I don't write text messages. That's too complicated for me. Yeah. I hate doing that in general already, and then I don't do that while walking. That's too complicated.
No, yeah. Like using it for Google Maps or looking for something that I need right now. Yeah. And I tend to also try to only look when I see that there's no one around me. yeah,
exactly. That's.
Like I look. Okay, is there okay?
But most of the time I'm in a situation, I take my phone. It's okay. I'm gonna stand on the side, check my stuff, and then keep on walking after that.
Well, that generally annoys me a lot about people walking when you talk. Now that you talk about this, like as soon as the threshold of crowdiness is met, people walk like fucking idiots. It's so easy. It would be so easy to avoid many of these problems. One thing I notice a lot is when you get out of a tram or metro or
tramp,
and then you have to walk up or downstairs to get out of the station.
Yeah.
And then, especially when you walk up the stairs,
yeah.
People spread out completely and all walk the same pace. Like, if you're gonna walk the same pace, why don't you walk behind each other? And then, I have to walk next to him, and then they walk the same pace, and they can't get, and then no one can pass them.
Okay.
I get so fucking annoyed by that all the time.
Alex, I can give you one reason why I wouldn't want to do that. Sometimes when I'm walking down the street with my girlfriend or stuff like that, and there's somebody behind me, and it seems like they're basically the same tempo as us. We let them. That's not the reason against that, but I'm not doing it right now. It's not I don't know what. I must have thought about something just before, which I've forgotten because it doesn't make any sense anymore. What I'm trying to say. Yeah, I hate it when they're behind me. I just wait and then let them go.
Yeah, well,
I want somebody be in my neck all the time. Oh,
yeah, well,
fucking hell.
yeah. Then you of course keep your distance a little bit if you walking the same pace. You don't go walk right and breathe. So moist.
So moist, but so nice also. Keep it in the air.
Keep it to the eye. I advocate for a motorway logic when you walk upstairs. Like there's a right lane, everyone walks in slow there. If you're a little bit faster, you walk in the middle lane. If you have to go really fast, you walk in the leftmost lane if it exists at all. But
the situation you just talked about, Alex. I think we're done with our things.
Yeah.
But the situation you talked about, the tram thing, when people go up the stairs, also when they exit or enter the tram, the phenomena
of stopping to walk right to get out of the door or into the door.
Yeah. The
It's really
prejudice
smart.
I have there is I think these people are egotistical. But I've been in this situation as well. I've also once went up the stairs and then stopped. Where's the next place I need to go now? And behind me are people waiting. Can I go? Can you please let me go by you or something like that? I've been that idiot. So sometimes you're just lost in fucking thoughts.
You also drive and do weird mistakes when driving or whatever.
Me? I've
like-
never done.
No.
I've never done any mistakes while driving. Never.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, people in
Remember
general,
that,
people
yeah.
in general do mistakes while
I
driving.
belong to people in general. I consider myself people in general.
So you have anal sex with a general?
No, Jenna.
Ah,
General anal.
general.
General Royale. No, yeah, people in general. They do mistakes while driving and angry at other car drivers, you mean?
Yeah, but you still think that you shouldn't do it. and
You would be right, I think. It's you should try to be better when you participate in traffic, I think.
Yeah, no, like even in public walking around, walk traffic is also a thing.
Of
People-
course, I'm not saying it's not.
People are
But
completely
it's
mindless
way,
about it.
Alex, it's like this much.
Worlds apart.
It's worlds apart. The damage that can be done is much higher,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Have you got any other prejudices you want to talk about, Alex?
Gays, queeros, fat. No. I don't know.
Fat people?
Fashion.
Fascists. Fascists.
Well, there's one thing one prejudice I really stand by, and it's always and it's like also very cliche to because people who feel addressed by this are going to think that it's very cliche, typical. But I think like non-vegans being cowards is, I think, like I don't even apologize for thinking that about people who are non-vegans. They have some cowardice in them, some very problematic cowardice or hatred. They can decide. Like either they hate animals so much that they think that I wouldn't want to use them as objects, but if someone wants to, who am I to say? Like that's a fucking. If you want to say you don't have respect for something, that's like how did Bill Burr say it?
It says a lot about you that you want to quote Bill Burr right now. I'm just kidding.
Run of the mill. No, that's what was it? Like
First
a
ballot.
gold digger.
First ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Fame. Hatred.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like you hate them so much that they don't even that they don't even matter in any way.
Yeah. Well, people could argue that hatred means actively wanting them, wishing harm to them.
Well, yeah.
Like the opposite of love.
Well, and many other social justice things like having them be invisible is definitely classified into phobia for that group. when a group when.
Yeah, well, do you think that's sensible?
Well. It's it does implicitly assume some kind of worthlessness of someone, but so there's some kind of
Yeah. But
it's a different category, I would say, yeah.
But the hatred thing, it's also, you said first ballot Hall of Fame, that's like Michael Jordan, you know? Of hatred. I think that belongs to Hitler or something like that. Oh, I don't know.
Well, to animals, we are all Hitler.
Yeah, but we don't seek to exterminate them, to rid them of all existence, you know? That's a different level.
We're so depraved that we like keep bringing them back into this,
Yeah.
so we can kind of.
You can definitely see it like that, yeah.
I want to eat everything you have, like your physical form. I want to eat it. Therefore, I'm going to make you.
And don't want to keep killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on framing, it can like mind virus can definitely be seen as like super psychopathic, like like this kind of serial killer vibes.
I think it's kind of weird that people can be so emotional when it comes to humanitarian issues, but then I don't know, decide or choose not to see that injustice, because and I guess that's what you would fall under the term cowardice as well, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, either they're afraid to see it that way because they think, oh no, then I have to change things about myself.
Yeah, but how can you
And-
be so
or they-
emotional about one thing and then...
Well, they're emotional about not having to change.
Yeah, they're emotional about not having to change. But not as emotional as they are about the stuff they want other people to change.
I don't know. It's never the same people who are like actively like against certain things. Who are well, sometimes when you see like,
What do you mean? Not actively what?
it's not the same person who is like actively fighting for some other injustice, and then the same thing. Oh, well, I don't care. Usually,
No, they would try to justify it somehow. They wouldn't say.
the people who say I don't want to change are also kind of like with these other issues like. Ugh, I don't care. It doesn't bother me really. So.
Yeah, you're right. The people who I know who are very on the woke side of
The force.
They tend to justify in a seemingly kind way why they do eat animals. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's not that they one way and completely different way.
Well, sometimes when you see these videos of dog meat or or like the,
You mean
and
when it
then
comes
and
to
the people are like,
different
hey, so this is fucking sick. You know, dog meat. You torture these animals. I want to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Do something normal. Eat cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you fucking moron.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense at all. That's true. That's fucking moron. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything you want to get out of your flesh, of your plaque?
One thing I have kind of a prejudice against, but this is one I try to work against the most. It's rich people and poor people. Categorizing them, they will be different most times than me. You know, I mean by rich I mean people who are way richer. You know, like live in they kind of are millionaires or something like that.
Like affluence is part of the like, yeah.
They grew up in a super rich home. You know, they got
Yeah,
like
for whom like existential threat is like has never really been part of their experience at all.
Not even a little bit. No.
Yeah.
And poor people. The prejudice I have there, Prejudice is the right word, I think.
Monetarily challenged.
Monetarily challenged people.
People of scum. No, they're not people of scum. Gotta celebrate our differences.
I can vibe with poor people more. I've found in my life, at least in my life so far, because somehow they can understand me and I can understand them in a way, you know. Not super poor, not like people who live in live in the slums in India or something like that. These people I've never seen in my life. I've never.
Yeah, well, abject poverty is like something that we don't really see in Germany. Like.
No, but people who really don't have money, you know, it's a big issue for them if there's
some extra costs of
Yeah.
a few hundred.
No, not even a few hundred. It's like a couple of, I don't know, like $40 or something.
Okay.
I know people like that.
Yeah, but like I think a $40 extra cost in 1 month is something that is generally solvable. I don't think that's
Yeah,
it really
solvable,
can,
yeah.
it's really like actually an existential threat. It's like, oh my god, then I have to navigate all these kinds of things, extra stress. It's that kind of existential threat. But like if there are people who are poor, that like something in the ballpark of hundreds of euros is that can actually fuck them up completely. Like my anus.
Yeah. But I try to see them as when I communicate with them. I try to see them as
People.
people like me, like similar to me, right?
Yeah.
The people who disappoint me the most, sadly, are the rich people, because they do seem kind of sheltered in many kind of social norms, like things that seem super normal to most people, but they have completely not experienced it at all, and they can come across as unempathetic, as elitist, whatever.
Yeah, judgmental. Also.
Judgmental, yeah.
Like I have a feeling also that in the rich world there's a lot of keeping up appearances.
Yeah.
A lot more, and I think they are kind of
Yeah.
feels a lot like you're being like judged for how much status you the way you live your life
Yeah.
has a lot more like measured, like it's like okay, I'll put this into my status calculator, low status, bye.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, that's might be a completely personal me thing, but I always feel like I'm not being seen as equal.
Yeah, that's
But I
definitely the feeling I get as well. Yeah.
And I wonder if I treat financially disenfranchised people the same way or not, or similar way.
Friend of mine, Benny, he lives in Wiesbaden. He said that Wiesbaden is one of the cities with the most debt per person, and that has to do with apparently with keeping up appearances, keeping this lifestyle. We are rich, we can actually afford this, but we take loans so that we can. Yeah, and that's interesting. That that fits into the thing that you just said. Yeah. There's more need for them to stay like that. It's harder to go down than to go up. Also.
Yeah, well, everyone knows about that when you start making more money.
Yeah.
And then for some time have to cope with less.
Yeah.
It seems a lot shitter.
Yeah.
A lot shitter.
A lot shitter.
Yeah.
I shit you not.
You?
You? Me? Yeah, I think, Alex, we have reached the final sentences of our podcast. Or have you got anything else to say?
I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
We have come together, talked about what makes us all one, our common hatred of fill in the gap blank,
And what we wanted to tell you tonight is how to hate.
How to hate.
And to find
that hate
that hatred in
and live by it.
in your heart, deep in your heart. Yeah, and live.
Own
day
it,
to
commit
day.
to it.
No matter how irrational it is, do it. Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There's only one thing that trumps love. Fucking hate.
Yeah.
Fucking don't hate.
I think that's it. Thank you for listening.
Shall we do a outro which we didn't do an intro for?
Yeah. Guitars.
Make
Jesus.
believe
In.
unbelievable
Godless.
worthless
Slime. If you leave me now.
you take away poop.